Knowing yourself is a superpower. If you want to remember who you are and where you're going, this video is going to help you do just that. I'm Briana Borten, and I help people awaken to their highest selves. Click that button below to subscribe and hit that bell to get alerted when I post a new video every Monday. In my book that I wrote with my husband, Dr. Peter Borten, called Rituals for Transformation, we lead people through a 108-day journey to their sacred lives. And it's so incredible to witness the beautiful knowing of oneself that arises for people through this process. If you want to check out that book, I'll put a link for it below. Today, I want to help you with 5 essential codes for deeply knowing yourself. So the first one is to release judgment and bring in compassion. If we want to really deeply get to know ourselves, there has to be some safety for ourselves in that getting to know oneself. If we feel like along the pathway, we're going to be judging and condemning ourselves for each and every layer that we uncover, we're really not that apt to do it, and we're going to shut down over and over and over again. So we really have to be willing to enter into this journey of getting to know oneself without the judgment, because the judgment holds such a weight and really constricts us and closes us down. So if instead we bring forth compassion for ourselves, like immediate forgiveness and compassion, and that we can really start to trust ourselves, to hold ourselves in that kind of loving way, then we're more willing to open up. Just as if we were getting to know someone else, right? If you really wanted to get to know a friend and they felt like everything that they revealed to you, you were judging, they would stop revealing things to you. They would become closed. They would show you just what they knew you wouldn't judge, right? It's the same thing within ourselves. When we want to get to know like that deep, juicy side of ourselves, we have to be willing to also see all the parts of ourselves and to really allow that experience to flow through of yes, and I love you. Yes, and compassion for the hard parts, the things that you've done that you maybe wish you hadn't done, the ways you've behaved that maybe weren't ideal. You can have compassion for those parts too. Number 2 is to honor, elevate, and prioritize your own creativity. When we revere our own creativity, something opens up for us and inspiration can flow in. This carries with it the essence of our being. So in order to really get to know that essence, that like magical aspect of oneself, we have to start to be creative, to start to play in these realms. And I know that so many of us have shut down our creativity. I meet many adults, like literally 0 kids, but many adults that feel like they just aren't creative, that they don't have any skill. And it's not about having skill, actually. It's about tapping in to that part of your spirit that wants to create just for creation's sake, whether that's singing or playing the guitar or painting or doodling or drawing or gardening, whatever it is that gets your creativity out, allows you to start to see those little essential bits of yourself that are going to help you move forward with what you might want to do. So that brings me to number 3. Know what you want and what you desire. Know what you want and what you desire. So many people are living these lives just in reaction to what comes to them instead of from a place of amplified creation. I desire, not from what has been told you from the outside you should want, you should be, but from the inside. What is it that you actually have in there that wants to come out, to be created? What is it that you actually want to experience in the world? Play with this energy without limits. Let it be really fun and expansive. And I know it's gonna push your boundaries in some ways. There's probably places that you have desire that you won't even allow yourself to go because you stop yourself short because you don't think that you're good enough. You don't know how to do that. It feels risky. It feels childish maybe. allow yourself to edge into that, to really get into that place. Because our true, honest, love-sponsored desire is there for us so that we can create it out in the world. Not because we're bad. And I know that so many of our religious upbringings have told us, your desire is wrong. What you want is wrong. And it's just not true. What you want, what you desire is actually part of who you are and how you're going to create in the world in a way that supports and elevates others as well. So number 4, and this is a really useful step, is to tap into that place of really understanding yourself by journaling daily. So journaling can open up so much for us. And I really believe that the more we do it, the more comfortable we become, the more we start to reveal to ourselves. Just imagine like you were writing a letter to a pen pal. The first couple might be a little bit guarded, might be a little bit small in the communications, but the more you get to know each other, the more you open up and you start sharing all sorts of things. This is the same with you and your journal. The more you do it, the more you'll open up. Start to really ask, how am I feeling about the situation? What am I desiring? If I could have my great big visions, what would that look like? Sink in to that deeper understanding of yourself through your words. And if you just commit to doing it daily, even if it's like seems silly on a daily basis, you'll start to see that if you just do it, more comes, more magic comes through, and more will be revealed to you in each and every entry. That brings us to number 5. Let where you're going arise from within you. This is a practice because so often we've made choices about our lives for other people, for how we'll look to others, rather than from that fundamental connection to our worth and our desires. But start even in small ways. Practice on Sundays. Sundays are my day. I do what arises from within me that I want to do. Or maybe it's a certain area of your life. Maybe it's in your relationships, or maybe it's in your food choices. Whatever it is, start to really practice feeling what is coming from within you that wants to come through you into the world. And the more that you touch it, the more that you play with it, the more that you practice, and the more you hold it with an open hand, without attachment, the more it will start to flow. I promise. If you want to continue on this incredible journey of self-discovery and deep connection with the divine, join me for a free 5-day intensive from June 17th to June 21st, summer solstice. I'll put a link below for you to check it out and register. If you liked this video, please subscribe and like it and share it with your friends and family. And if you want more on how to create peace and freedom in your life, check out this video all about accessing and unleashing your power, and this video all about sacred symbols. I am so grateful to be on this path with you, and I am sending you so much love.